Okay, today is February 2nd, 2026. The time is 1:59 p.m. And let's get started with today's video. Okay, just drinking some water, doing some, trying to keep up with whatever the hell's going on, and, I guess to start, like, keeping up with, what's going on amongst my friends is probably the best thing to do, so that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. I'm not gonna dox anyone, but really seriously just gotta focus and try to like limit the amount of people I overthink about, and that's where Facebook comes in. Honestly, like, Facebook is kind of a lifesaver given the way of given the method in which we use to communicate, through the internet. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so that's good. Anyways, let's see here. I have like friends who like kind of want to play this game. Not friends, but like Facebook friends rather. And everyone knows that Facebook friends aren't real friends because. But then again, like, I'm trying to like redefine personally what it means to have Facebook friends and stuff, and like there's nothing wrong with that, I think, and this is just how I do things. Just how I do things. It's like I challenge the norms, and like I challenge, like, whatever the hell people think is normal. And it's just like, goodness, like, I'm okay. But yeah, is it crazy for me to miss work over this? Yes. Is it getting kind of is it getting kind of overwhelming? Yes. Goodness, like, I don't know if these are the right questions to even be asking. Fucking trying at least. Maybe the Braden thing needs to stop though, because like, I don't know. People are telling me my name isn't really Braden and shit. But that's kind of disregarding like the premise of like having a chosen good name. Goodness, like, I don't even know like if half the things I say even make any sense. But yeah, perhaps perhaps I'm influencing too much on my surroundings, and have adopted beliefs that may not be congruent to that of my local community. Hence the reason why I hear a lot of voices. And that's where the depressing part sets in, because you know, holy moly, like, maybe I just need to move on. Yeah, I can't find work. I'm not moving my head on purpose. Goodness, do I wish these ticks would stop. But if I were to move out, I'll probably solve a lot of problems. And that's honestly part of the reason why I think moving out can be so difficult, because I don't know, like, if I only ask more people to, like, for housing, or being a roommate, or being roommates, probably what I would do. Establishing connections really poses a barrier to entry. It's okay though. It's okay. I feel like a freaking bobblehead right now. Head's just moving on its own. People ask me what race I am, it's just, I don't know. Can I say race, asshole? Just kidding. But anyways, let's see here. I don't know what the young kids are saying nowadays, like, in terms of, like, describing their racial identity. I'll probably consider myself Asian. Which is true. You're spot on. Just an Asian guy who plays RuneScape. Probably need to introduce myself to in that manner. But holy moly, does playing RuneScape kind of shine a bad light on me. You know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but holy moly, I'm about changing norms, I'm about changing attitudes about certain things, and goodness, would it make so much sense for me to play RuneScape? Yes, I think it would. Because people knew that. Many people who play RuneScape probably, it's a black and white world in here. Probably. The RuneScape community got a bad rap, and, like, seriously, like, goodness, like, do we need to prove our image or what? Goodness. And honestly, like, thinking about like the previous faces of RuneScape on YouTube, like Odablock, Ice Poseidon, like the likes of those, Settled. Yeah. It's just like, I used to think that people who share, like, what they watch on YouTube or what they watch in their spare time is, like, someone they're close to, but no, I think that's bullshit. Honestly, like, discerning which ones came from my dad and which ones came from me is the tougher part, because we consume information differently. We interpret information differently. Me and my father. But goodness, like, is it really hard to live with a guy? Yes, but like, he sometimes it works out. Cause like, well, like what if with what he's doing right now, he's on vacation, he's off island, and you know. Sorry why. I'm sorry as to why like um pronounce things differently. Could be that. Could be that. I'm from like the. I'm trying to like portray some kind of like different attitude from where I want to go and where I do want to go or where I'm from. But wow. Does it give off? Does it give off some other vibe from a region that from a U.S. some from the region I am from in the U.S. A bad light. I don't know, but like I fucking like want to just move out. To be honest, I need to move out. And honestly, with all the news being bombarded on us with like how Gen Zs are like, which is the cohort, the generation cohort from which I identify. Whatever the hell that means, I'm a Gen Zer. Simple enough, simply put. Not saying that to coddle my audience, but we are like we're like Gen Z as members of Gen Z. If we the ones who read the news, we're tasked. Oh goodness, can't talk. Tasked with I'm tasked with the challenge to just fucking like live and work 2 jobs at once. And like goodness, is it intimidating for some because like it's fucking like ridiculous sometimes. Like seeing how much like we actually have to work and the standard of living, like it's too hard in Hawaii. I just don't think it's worth it. I feel like you have to be very educated in a way that is very different from that in which I'm used to. Say like in San Francisco or Dublin or like shit like that. And so like what I'm trying to say is like I'm trying to like come up with solutions to like modern day problems. Modern problems require modern solutions. Sometimes using existing institutions such as like Social Security earlier on might be a good idea. And that's where being disabled comes in because like, you know, clearly like I've got some kind of disability going on because like goodness, like can the RuneScape community be super incendiary sometimes? Actually, it's a lot of groupthink and like it's a lot of misinterpretation that many outsiders see as RuneScape being a toxic game community. And to some, like me, like myself, like that was one of the few draws of the RuneScape community. It was like actually its hospitality. And some people don't see that. Some people don't see that at all. Some people don't see that at all. But goodness, do we have to stick around for playing this game for a while in order to get to a fun point or reach a point where you just mindlessly, you know, get that dopamine? Not mindlessly, but you know, get that dopamine, you know? Because that's all our brains really need is like an escape or respite. And like, goodness, does it really seem like, doesn't it seem really like pervasive sometimes, this groupthink. Believe me, that's like a concept that I bring up sometimes IRL. It's like, I guess I should define the term groupthink. Like, it's like an us versus them attitude kind of thing. It's like an us versus them attitude. And when I go out, I don't often say that word, but I feel like I hear about it more in my auditory hallucination. So it's just like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's far too much. And like, honestly, that's where like the YouTube thing comes in. I have an outlet for some engaging conversation. And yeah. Yeah. I don't know how like I suddenly have been feeling more fulfilled after playing RuneScape and uploading these videos onto YouTube. It's as if like some people like want us to like understand what is going on with like the YouTube scene and whatnot. And shit like that. Doesn't that go crazy though? Like, probably not, but like, if anything, that's maybe how it always worked, and I'm not stumbling across any new discovery, but rather I'm discovering something that has always been a matter of fact. And it's that we live in an age that is, you know, digitization. Goodness, it's just like how do I frame this? It's kind of insane. Going that far would take way too much for me to try to understand, and if I'm trying to explain everything all at once, which is a good movie by the way, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't know. Dude. I need work though, but it's kind of tough to find work at the moment. Maybe it's my only attitude that needs to change. Maybe that's the thing that is the main barrier to entry. But I'm not just, I don't want to sulk about it. Because that takes work. Sulking sucks. Sulking is just like complaining, having a low attitude about stuff. And what do we want? We want a positive, happy attitude. And I wanna reflect. I just wanna like do that and be reflective with that through my behavior. And then comes the challenge. The challenge of needing to I don't know, step away from other people's joy and happiness, taking their time away to watch something like this. Highly substantive and stuff. Well, it is of substance, but goodness, does it's a call for a lot. I'm just shaking my head. That was misopportune. That was misopportune timing. I feel like I talk funny too. I think I read fucking a lot, and I just always try to like introduce that to conversation. Today I've been reading The Slow Burn. It's on Kindle Unlimited. The Slow Burn. It's about two people opening a restaurant in New York. And yeah, and it's kind of romantic, it's kind of fun, it goes kind of hard. I like it, but damn, is it a good book or what? I feel like we should bring reading back. And this attitude, I don't know if it's for everyone. That's where I think the attitude shift comes in. It's like I have to move on, I have to grow up, I have to stop caring and start caring about new things. Start carrying my own weight. Start having my own future. Maybe meet someone else and I don't know, heck, talk about the future and stuff with them. It's nice. And hence comes the unfortunate reality is that the unfortunate reality is that I don't know, I may be falling in love with someone. I've fallen out of love with them, I've fallen in love with them. I told someone on 988, calling 988, telling them that I'd broken up with them, but turns out they'd remain faithful to me this entire time. I'm not treating this like I'm Godhead or something, but goodness, like, does it feel so real, like, to be like cared by from someone? Shit. I think that's the faith test we have got going on. Like, goodness, like, will she love me back? she let me back? Thank goodness this is so important to have a friend nowadays. Someone who really cares about you. Someone who really cares and loves you in a way that you're not used to. You think that you're too deep to be, too far gone to be saved. But you're not, because people give a fuck. I don't know, I just hope they can have the same attitude we have their husband. Goodness, let's get fucked up. I get fucked up over this, dude. Fucks me up. Why the sudden attitude change? Why the sudden vernacular change? Like, shit, dude, like, just... Maybe my Korean ass just needed saving. Sure, like, that sounded really, 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 like, I don't know, inauthentic. But, wow. It could be a matter of, you know. Yeah, I called 988 and shared that with them, that to the person to whom I think loves me very much. I just fucked up. I just fucked up with calling them, telling them I had, yeah, messed up during this breakup, and which I thought it wasn't a breakup, because like then again, like all this psychiatric unwellness is kind of unfair for everyone, you know, especially info dumping on everyone. My current situation with my love life. Jeez, does it get sad. Jeez, does it get sad. That hurts. Hold on. Okay, I think I need to eat something, so I think I will close the video recording for today. Maybe I should keep going. I'm almost done. Goodness. Damn. Two more trips left and I'm done. It's not wrong to assume some things about me, but to assume that I'm not sad is kind of weird. Because I do sound very sad. I sulk a lot. Sound very sullen at the moment. And goodness, does it sound like I am working things out? It's God, goodness, like I hope I am. It's get hard sometimes. Yeah, it does get challenging. It does get confusing. It does what have you. So, anyways, I gotta play a game of football. Time is 2:30 p.m. The date is February 2nd, 2026. I hope you all have a nice rest of your day.